So I quit my job. Good morning. I am currently down on the Gold Coast. I just took myself out for a little walk. It's been raining all morning, but there was a quick break in the rain and the sun was out, so I was like, perfect, I'm gonna take myself out for a little walk along the water, fill my cup up a little bit. I'm down on the Goldie today because I'm going to a house inspection. So basically, Lucas and I have made the decision that we want to move to the Gold Coast. Well, we didn't just make the decision, we made the decision quite a while ago. We've had our heart set on it for a little while, but we've kind of just kept pushing it back. But now something has happened, which I'll talk about a little bit later. And we're kind of like, well, now's the time. Like, let's move, like, let's actually do this. So I'm down here at the moment. I'm going to a house inspection. I have one this morning and I have two on Friday. The house I'm looking at this morning, it's not our ideal house, but we figured it was worth a shot and we thought we'd check it out anyway. So the thing about Gold Coast is the houses are so much more expensive down here for smaller houses. So like, just to put this in context, where we are currently, beautiful suburb of Brisbane, we're paying $700 a week and we've got 4 bedrooms plus a media room in like one of the nicer suburbs of Brisbane. Down here, most of the places that we've found for $700 are like 2 or 3 bedrooms. They're in a pretty shit location and they are very, very run down, which kind of sucks. But I know that Gold Coast is such a beautiful place, which is why the rent is so expensive, because it's so sought after and so many people want to move here. So we know that it's going to be worth it. We're going to love it down here. Like, I think I've mentioned this so many times on my channel before. Gold Coast is like my happy place. Coming for a walk along the water here fills my cup up like so much. Like, I just think it's so beautiful down here. The atmosphere, the people, everything. So yes, we've decided that we want to move down here in the new year. I've got like an hour and a half until that, so I'm just gonna quickly, I'm starving at the moment. All I've eaten this morning is a smoothie. I had that before I left home just to get me through until breakfast time, and that was like 3 hours ago now, so I'm starving. So I'm gonna go take myself to a little cafe, get a coffee, get a bite to eat, and I'm gonna sit down. I've got my like notepads with me. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna do a little bit of planning in regards to YouTube, because I am wanting to really actually prioritize YouTube this year. So I just got home and now it's time for a little life update. So I quit my job and I'm currently unemployed. Yep. Many different emotions at the moment. I finished up on, so today's Tuesday, my last day at work was Saturday. This is something that has been sitting on my mind for a little while now. So for anyone that doesn't know, I was a store manager in hospitality. Now, being a store manager is a very stressful job. There were many aspects of it that I loved and enjoyed, but many aspects of it that I did not love so much. So basically I kind of just felt like I lost myself. So I was there just over a year and about 10 months of that was spent as the store manager. So in this role, I felt like I could never switch off. I was the person that people called in sick to. I was always getting emails, I was in charge, I was responsible for certain things even on the days that I wasn't there, and there was just a lot of pressure on my back. So I almost completely lost myself the past year. It wasn't like this the entire time. Like at the start of the year I was fine. It just, as the months went on, I got more and more stressed and more burnt out, and I could just never switch off from work. And I almost entered like this fight or flight state where I was like constantly anxious about work, could never plan anything in case someone called in sick and no one else could cover the shift and I would have to go into work. Like, that was my responsibility, so I could never plan anything. I could never get a break from work. and it really started to take a toll on my mental health and my physical health, but honestly more than anything my mental health. I was so mentally exhausted. There was so much taking up capacity in my brain and I could never switch off from it. So essentially I decided I was finally done with that and it was time to start prioritizing my health again and take a little break. I quit about 2 weeks ago and I gave my boss like 5 weeks notice, and then I had a really horrible week last week. Like 5 out of 7 days I had someone call in sick and I had to have a really stressful day and work by myself. And I essentially, Saturday, I just hit my breaking point and I sat my boss down and I said, I'm so sorry, I have nothing left to give. I am at the stage where if I keep pushing, like I do not want to hit burnout and put myself in hospital, especially at this time of the year. Like we're about to hit Christmas and I don't want to be a shell of a human at Christmas. So I sat my boss down and I said, hey, I'm sorry, I have nothing left to give. I can't do this anymore. I was a casual, so technically I didn't need to give any notice at all. So I could have quit 2 weeks ago when I handed in my resignation, but I wanted to do the right thing and give him time to find a new manager. But then, yeah, Saturday, I just hit this point where I was like, I can't, like I have nothing left to give. I was crying constantly, I was constantly anxious, I had so much pent up anger and resentment towards that place. Long story, I'm not going to go into that. I don't want to drag anyone's name through anything. I had a lot of, yeah, like pent up anger and sadness and all the things, and I was just mentally and physically exhausted. So Sunday I went and handed all of my stuff in and I'm officially done. I am officially unemployed, and it's a very weird feeling because for the past year, that's where I've gone day in, day out. I've thought about that place every single day, and now I have to try and heal myself. I feel like I have to heal my nervous system because I was just in this state of constantly worrying, constantly checking my phone, waiting for an email about something, or checking that no one had called in sick or whatever it was. So now I have a little bit of healing to do. I have lots of mixed emotions. I'm partially so relieved and happy to take a break, but then it's also the emotions of like, damn, I just left this job that I put so much of my time and energy into, and now I'm just gone. Just like that, I'm finished, and I feel like I didn't really get a full sense of closure because I just hit a point where I just had nothing left to give, and I didn't get to like see out the rest of my time there and say goodbye to everyone or know that it was my last day or anything like that. That's that. I thought I would bring you guys along on a little spend the week with me as an unemployed woman and watch me get back to making time for myself, making time for the things I love. Like that's the thing, it's like YouTube is my dream. YouTube is something I care about so much, and this job was pushing me to the point where I had barely any mental capacity to be able to make time for YouTube. And like, yes, I could have found time in my day to make time for YouTube, but it was like at the end of the day I was just mentally exhausted, so I didn't want to push myself and exhaust myself more, so something had to give. And unfortunately haven't been to the gym much, haven't like, you know, YouTubed much, whatever, so those things had to give. Things that I love doing had to give, and now I'm finally at this stage again where I can go back into doing all the things I love, and I am so excited about it, but it also feels a little bit weird. So come on a week with me while I try to heal my nervous system, while I try and work through all of these different emotions and get back into doing the things that I love and finding myself again. I'm just about to plan my meals for the week and write up a little shopping list, since I am about to be unemployed and obviously our income is going to be a little bit lower now. One thing I did mention is obviously Lucas does fly in, fly out work, so he earns a decent income. So thankfully, and I'm so incredibly grateful for him and grateful for this, he earns a good enough income to be able to support us during this time. Obviously it's not ideal, our income's going to be a little bit lower, we're not going to have very much spending money, but we will be able to get by until I am ready to go back to work. He told me that my health is the most important thing in the world to him, so he's more than happy to support us, and I'm so incredibly grateful for him. So yes, obviously because our income is about to be a little bit lower, we need to be on our A game with meal planning, meal prepping, all of the things, so that we can save money by not eating out as much, because we are not the greatest with that. We have splurged a little bit too much on eating Guzmán Gomez this year. As soon as we have a night where we have nothing planned, GYG it is. So we really need to try and get out of the habit of doing that and being a lot more prepared. And I also am going to need to start preparing my lunches. I am really bad with not eating enough or not eating a very good lunch on my days that I'm at home if I have nothing prepared, because I'm not a huge fan of cooking. Like, I don't hate cooking, but I don't want to be cooking 3 meals every single day. So I need to plan my lunches a lot better. I have some nutritious, easily accessible stuff in the fridge that I can just whip out, quickly chuck together, or quickly put in the oven, whatever it may be, so that I can make sure that I'm eating a lunch every single day, because I'm trying really hard at the moment. One of the things I'm doing to try and balance my hormones is making sure that I am eating consistently, so that I am helping regulate my blood sugar, so that I'm creating safety within my body, so that my hormones can regulate. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm eating enough and eating consistently, and I can't do that if I am not prepared and don't have meals ready to go if I don't feel like cooking or whatever it may be. So with that said, I now need to figure out all of my brekkies, lunches and dinners for the week, as well as snacks. I find meal planning extremely overwhelming. As soon as I sit down to meal plan, every single meal that I know goes out the window, and I can't think of a single thing, and it stresses me out. So I saw this, heard this in a podcast, couldn't tell you where, but it's like this little thing that they do, and it's just like these little palm cards, and I have basically just written all of the recipes down that I know. So like, I've got a stack of dinners, I've got a stack of lunches. My difference, obviously you can like interchange the lunches and the dinners, but my difference is dinners I'm willing to cook. Like, I'm willing to take some time of a night and cook my dinners. My lunches either need to be under 10 minutes to make on the spot, or I can prep them in advance so that I just have to warm them up, so that I'm not spending ages in the kitchen for my lunches. A stack of breakfasts and a stack of snacks, so that I can just sit here, and if I'm extremely overwhelmed and don't know what to choose, I can just shuffle through these cards and just choose out a random one for the day. This takes out so much of the brain power. It is now several hours later, and I have gotten changed into my boyfriend's top that looks like a dress on me because I want it to be comfy. So I finished off my meal plan for the week. I've planned out 7 days worth of breakfast, lunch, dinners and snacks, and it took me about half an hour, which is honestly the quickest I have ever done that. I usually take forever to meal plan, but those little cards helped me so much. So I'm gonna do my grocery shopping tomorrow, because I'm waiting till our pays go in before I have money to do the groceries. So I'm gonna do the groceries tomorrow morning. Another day, another Gold Coast trip. I am just heading down to Gold Coast again today. I was not planning on going down today. I was gonna spend the day today going shopping, meal prepping, a few different things like that. But I was looking on realestate.com last night, as I have been doing every single day recently, and I came across this really nice house. It's in the most superb location. Like, I'm talking like a 4-minute drive from the beach, and it's the same price as we're currently paying for our house at the moment, and it's relatively modern. So I was like, I can't miss out on this. Like, I need to go see this place. But the only inspection that was available was this morning today. So I was like, do I really want to drive all the way down to the Gold Coast, which is like a 2-hour trip one way, 2 days in a row? And I was like, I'm gonna regret it if I don't. So I'm heading down yet again to the Gold Coast. It's currently 8 o'clock, the inspection's at 11, so I'm hopefully going to get down there with a little bit of time to spare, because I'm hoping that I can make the most of the trip and go and sit at a cute cafe and either edit, or if it doesn't start raining, which it looks like it might, I'll go for a walk. I think it's a 2000s throwbacks kind of day. Baby, let me I did it again, so I'ma let the beat. Baby, let me love you now. Girlhood is knowing every single word to this song. Just wait for it. If you know, you know.
Seems like everybody's got a prize. Everybody look to the left. Everybody look to the right. It's not about the money, money, money. We don't need your money, money, money. It ain't about the cha-ching, cha-ching. Hey, 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 hey. Won't you come see about me? Your troubles and doubts as you walk on by. Give me everything tonight. We might not get tomorrow tonight. Night, 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 night. I'll let you in tonight.
If you know, you know. I just drove by the house I'm going to the inspection at. It literally took me 4.5 minutes to get down here to the beach, Burleigh Beach, which is one of my favourite beaches ever. It's such a beautiful place down here. 4.5 minutes. Like, I could literally wake up every single morning and go for a walk along the beach and watch the sun rise. I've just been yearning for this lifestyle for so long, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna get emotional. I just want this so badly, and it upsets me so much that I almost let a job get in the way of, because the job that I was in, it was stable, all those sorts of things, so we almost considered staying in Brisbane so that I could stay at that job, and it saddens me to think that I almost gave up on this dream for a job. A job is just 38 hours out of the week. Where you decide to live is the rest of your week. It's your weekends, it's your mornings, it's your afternoons after work, like everything. It is currently 1:15 and I have done sweet fuck all so far this morning. I have been lying down, scrolling, procrastinating. I mean, I'm still in my fucking pajamas, for goodness sake. Since I quit my job, I haven't had a day to just like stop and rest and process things. So I've been so go, go, go. 2 trips down to the Gold Coast and then a whole bunch of other things to do. This morning I just didn't have the mental capacity to do anything. I lied on the couch scrolling. I've been doing little bits and pieces that are like somewhat productive, but considering it's 1:15 in the afternoon, I should have done way more than I have. I was supposed to go Christmas shopping this morning because we are currently 6 days out from Christmas, which is crazy. Can't believe we're already at Christmas. This year has gone like that. See, I was supposed to go there this morning, but I was procrastinating doing that because the shops are very, very overstimulating to me at the moment and very frustrating. There is people absolutely everywhere and it's every man for themselves in there. Like, everyone's walking in front of you, no one gives a shit because they are just there for themselves and they have to do their own groceries, and it overstimulated me and frustrated me so much last time I went to the shops like a week ago. And now that we're closer to Christmas, it's going to be even worse. So I was supposed to do that this morning, but I ended up procrastinating it, and now it's kind of too late in the day to do that because I was gonna try and get there first thing in the morning, like as soon as the shops opened at like 9 AM so that I could try and get in before everyone else. Now that it's the middle of the day, I feel like it would be even busier, so I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to have to reschedule that for some other day in the week. I did make some meal prep. Literally took me like 5 minutes to make and put in the oven. I am making some Mexican beef. Whoa, didn't think that one through. I'm making some beef Mexican bowl thing. So there's like potatoes, beef, mince, Mexican spices, cheese, etc. That's all in there. That's in the oven at the moment. That'll be ready in like half an hour. And then that's most of my lunches prepped for the week so that I don't end up having to go and get takeaway or something like that for lunch. Now I need to turn this day around, so I'm going to jump in the shower quickly just as a quick reset. Wash off the morning. I'm still like gross and in my PJs, so I'm gonna hop in the shower, wash my body, reset, and then I'm gonna try and turn this afternoon around and have a productive afternoon and get everything that I need to get done. Minus going to the shops, obviously. That can wait for another day. I'm all refreshed and feeling a lot better. I have 10 minutes until my lunch is finished cooking, so in the next 10 minutes I'm gonna do just a real quick 10-minute speed clean, get as much as I can done in 10 minutes. The house is looking a little bit messy at the moment, but it's nothing crazy, so I honestly feel like in 10 minutes I can just smash everything out. So that's what I'm gonna do now.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest.
Okay, that definitely took me longer than 10 minutes to clean, but lunch also took a lot longer than expected to cook, so it's fine. But lunch is ready. My kitchen smells so good and Mexican-y right now. Gonna add a little bit of sour cream. Hot. Good morning, happy Friday. I'm so sorry if you can hear my dishwasher, you're sitting right on top of it. I might pause that actually, it's a little bit loud. I'm just about to head out to take Arlo out for a walk. The sun is shining, it is a beautiful day today, so I'm gonna take him out for a walk and then I need to head back to the Gold Coast for the 3rd time this week. So I have 2 more house inspections today, one at 12 o'clock, one at 3:45, I think it is. I don't think I mentioned so the place that I inspected on Wednesday that was really close to the beach was lovely, and I did end up applying for that place. However, we didn't get the place, which is obviously a little bit sad because I kind of had my heart set on that place, but at the same time it's okay because when I was trying to like manifest that place, like I was like, yeah, this is the place, I'm gonna manifest this, I'm gonna make it our place. I sort of said, if it's not this place, then it's something better. I think that's something that's really important to always remember, that if you're trying to manifest something, if you're trying to bring something into your life, and if there's something that you think is meant for you, but then it doesn't happen, just remember that the universe always has something even better in store for you. So that's something I'm trying to remember, that us getting rejected for that place is fine because it just means that there is an even better house for us out there somewhere. The time has come where I need to brave the shops. Said prayers. It's Saturday today and it's the last weekend before Christmas, so I'm pretty sure the shops are going to be fucked. So wish me luck. I'm really not looking forward to this, but it needs to get done. I have a love-hate relationship with this time of year. I love Christmas so much. Like, favorite time of the year. Think Christmas is so joyful and happy, and I just love Christmas activities and Christmas Day and Christmas lights. I just love Christmas so much. But then I also hate how busy it is this time of the year and how much stuff there is to do. Lucas and I are hosting Christmas lunch this year, and it's my first time ever hosting Christmas because it's my first time ever having my own house on Christmas Day. So we're hosting Christmas lunch, which is super exciting, but obviously that also means it's a little bit more stressful because we have a lot more to get sorted, all of the food and decorations and crockery and all those sorts of things. So today I am determined to get everything done. I do not want to, apart from a few like grocery things that I can't buy until the last minute, I'm determined to not have to go to the shops on Christmas Eve because fuck that. Okay, 4.5 hours later and I'm finally home. That took a lot longer than I expected. The shops were packed to the brim. I'm gonna give you guys a very quick little haul of everything I picked up in case you're curious. I got a big ass pack of Christmas bows for wrapping presents. Got myself a little packet of cheap Christmas nails. They're just like a red glittery ones. I really wanted to get my nails like properly done, like acrylic Christmas ones this year, but obviously with our circumstances I needed to be a little bit more smart with money, so I just got these. They were literally $5. Probably not the best quality, but it's like $60 cheaper than going to get them done, so it's fine. I got a bowl. I wasn't the hugest fan of this one, but we don't have a bowl to serve salads in on Christmas Day, and this was one of the only ones I could find, so I just had to settle on this one, and I was like, you know what, it's fine, it'll do. It's kind of green, so it'll kind of go with the Christmas theme. And then along the same lines of that, I got a serving platter. We're gonna make a roast chook and didn't have anything to serve it on, so that's on there. Once again, wasn't a huge fan of the pattern, but it's fine. I got some placemats. I just went with the simple ones. We've got like a red tablecloth that's gonna go on the table, so I picked out these ones. I thought they would be cute and match pretty well. I got some wine glasses because we don't have any, and I might have a cheeky little wine on Christmas Day. They're just these like two-toned green and red ones. Some little plastic plates for the kiddies on Christmas Day. Two of these cute like little Christmas plastic cups for the kids on Christmas Day because we only have glass cups at the moment. Some of these salad server things, whatever the hell you call them, because we didn't have any. I'm not sure if we're gonna need these, but I got some Christmas paper bowls because I'm not sure if we have enough bowls for everyone for dessert on Christmas Day. So these were like $2, so I was like, I would rather have them and not need them than need them and not have them, so I picked up some of those. Pretty much everything else is kind of just presents, so it's not overly exciting. There's a few little things for Lucas which I won't show you because this may end up going up before Christmas. Happy Sunday. I don't think I showed you yesterday, but I did put the nails on from Kmart and I kind of hate them. Do you feel the same? They're not the worst, but I usually love, what is this? Is it, I think it's called stiletto, this shape with like the point at the end. I usually love stiletto, but I feel like the shape of the nails looks a bit funny on my fingers. I feel like they just look a little bit too chunky, I think that's what it is, I'm not sure. Anyway, this morning I'm gonna do a quick little Sunday reset. My Sunday reset is pretty simple because I don't really have to like deep clean the entire house. You know how a lot of people's Sunday resets are like clean the whole house, and that's kind of like their reset. I clean my house throughout the week. We have like a cleaning schedule that Lucas and I follow so that we do a little bit of cleaning every single day, because I would rather do that and spend like 20 to 30 minutes every day cleaning rather than getting to the weekend and having to spend the whole day cleaning. So I only have a couple little cleaning things to do, just give the house a quick tidy and then just clean the kitchen, but there's nothing else that I need to do in regards to cleaning the house. But what I am going to do for my reset is I need to do a quick little digital declutter of my phone and my laptop. I'm trying to get better at getting on top of this and doing this every single week, because currently my emails are out of hand. I have way too many unopened emails in there. My photos are out of hand. I have so many unneeded screenshots and photos and whatever it may be. I have so many unneeded photos, and then I also want to go through my downloads on my computer, my notes on my phone, just a couple little things like that, just to like declutter and stay on top. I'm going to try and do this every single week so that I can stay on top of my photos and my emails and all of the things like that in the new year. And then I'm going to give my car a quick vacuum, and then I need to check the oil in my car. What else? Oh, and then I just need to plan out next week in Google Calendar. A note in my phone that I just found. Oh yes. Foot. This desk is where I'm going to spend pretty much the rest of my day. I'm just going to quickly plan out next week on Google Calendar, and then I need to edit the video that you are currently watching. I have been procrastinating editing all week for some reason. I had it on my calendar like 3 different times to get stuck into editing, and I just ended up doing other things instead. And I love editing, so I don't know why I've been procrastinating it so much. I think I've just had so many other things on my mind this week. So I'm being strict with myself today, and I'm saying I am going to spend all day editing, apart from obviously I'm going to take little breaks and stuff like that. But I'm not giving myself an option, and I need to spend all day editing because I really want to get this video up tomorrow night, which I know I can do if I put my head down and focus on getting it done. My phone is my biggest distraction. It is so bad. So I am going to put this on Do Not Disturb, and I'm going to chuck it on that shelf right over there so that I can't touch it. And I'm also going to use, to help boost my focus, I'm going to set little timers. I'm going to use the Pomodoro technique, which is where you do 25 minutes of intense work, 5-minute break, 25 minutes, 5-minute break, and you repeat that 4 times, and then at the end of the 4th one you take a half an hour break, and that's supposed to help to boost your focus and productivity.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, Will you carry me like
I just finished the fourth 25-minute work stint, so now I get to have a little bit of a longer break. I'm gonna have some lunch. I've got one of those beef Mexican potato things that I made earlier in the week in the oven at the moment, heating up, so I'm gonna have that for lunch. And then I think I might head out for a walk because look at that, it is absolutely stunning weather today, and it has been raining non-stop in Brisbane so far this summer, so I really want to try and make the most of the sun being out. I just finished editing for the day. The video is like 75% done, so if I just do like an hour or two on it tomorrow, I'll definitely be able to get it done, which is good. I'm just about to take Arlo out for a walk because it was way too hot to take him out when I went out on my lunch break. So I'm just about to take him out for a walk, but I think I might end this vlog off here and say goodbye. This week kind of didn't pan out the way that I had planned in my head. In my head, I wanted this week to be a very like relaxing, recovering week. I was like, you know, it's my first week unemployed. I have to regulate my nervous system and process a lot of emotions, and I was hoping that I would be able to just have a bit of a zen week, I guess, and work through everything. But unfortunately life happens and the universe had other things in store for me, and I feel like I haven't stopped all week, so I feel like I still haven't properly processed the emotions of not having a job anymore. But I don't plan on rushing back to work, so I have time to be able to work through everything and process my emotions and try and regulate my nervous system and everything like that. So yes, this vlog wasn't quite what I thought it would be, but that's fine. I hope you guys don't mind too much. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in my next vlog.